Welcome back to San Angelo Rodeo Live. This is the post-game show from Performance 3, which was exactly Saturday night, the 6th of April. I'm here with my co-host, Ryan Chadwick.
How's it going, guys?
We are tired because we have been running up and down. I think you got to watch, right?
I do. I got
How
to
many
watch.
steps you got?
Taking 18,000 today.
18,000 steps. I'm thinking, wait, let me look here. Only 6,000. I must be sitting too much.
You're sitting too much, Joe.
Anyway, a great performance tonight. A lot of our predictions we made in the pregame show came true.
Yeah, they did.
Came true. Yeah. So we saw a lot of aggressiveness, particularly in the timed events.
Yes.
The bulldogging and the tie-down roping and the team roping.
Team roping, yep.
Yep.
Well, even in the barrel racing,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they knocked over a lot of barrels, which we kind of anticipate that would happen because we're down in the 14.4s, 14.3s now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where it is. When I say those numbers, that's 14 seconds, 14.3 seconds.
Yep. Well, in fact, we even had basically a 14 flat tonight. So.
Yeah. So we might get into 13s by Performance 4, which is Sunday afternoon. So a little bit of rundown what we're going to do. We had some news break about Angelo State University.
Yes, we did.
ASU night.
It was ASU night. We saw the cheerleaders that came out and threw out some T-shirts, and like Joe just said, we had some breaking news with Dr. Ronnie Hawkins. He was here today. So
yeah, and we had a lot of standouts in the rough stock. So I think our friends at Ranch Hand will be happy. There it is, right there at Angelo State University. I don't know if you can hear the audio on it, but that's the man in the middle in the cowboy hat and the white cowboy hat. That is General Ronnie Hawkins. He's the president of Angelo State University, and to his left, or to his right, our left, is guy who's going to help me, Doran.
The president.
I'm screwing this up, but forgive me, Doran. It is midnight.
Midnight, yeah. President of the Stock Show and Rodeo Association.
He's president of the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo Association. And what was happening was the Stock Show and Rodeo Association was giving a check for $50,000 to Angelo State University, and it's going to seed an endowment to create scholarships for the ASU rodeo, college rodeo program.
Yep, and for those of you who don't remember, the rodeo team was brought back last year. They hired a head coach. They've really started the program. They're working on their building now, and yeah, so Angelo State's going to start competing in the college circuit, which is huge for San Angelo and overdue, honestly,
right.
Just because of how big the rodeo is in San Angelo. And so if we get a really good college team and a college circuit going, and we're going to be competing with anyone in that college circuit, including Division Ones, and I don't know if you can tell, but that's more up my street because that's
just
more.
straight. You know the collegiate sports side. All right, so on the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo side, all this money they make a lot of money at the rodeo, and people can sit there and they can get jealous or whatever, but reality, all this goes to most of the money goes to the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization, which is really cool because what it does is they actually give real scholarships to kids out here in these rural schools. You're going to Texas A&M. It's almost, it's a substantial amount of money.
Oh yeah.
It's not like they give you $600 a semester. It covers a lot of the bill. I don't know how much. It's been a couple years since I had to pay for kids' college education, and when I was covering some stories about this, when they were handing out the scholarships, I was surprised at how much they were. Mm-hmm. And that's what this rodeo is all about, is funding that foundation. And everything we do out here for the rodeo is funding that foundation. It makes it worthwhile for a lot of things we're doing. Now, obviously, we have a lot of contests going on. This is a great economic development driver for San Angelo. But the biggest thing they do is they fund that foundation, the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo Foundation, that gives scholarships to kids primarily in rural schools where they're getting ignored.
Yeah, and let's put it this way, Joe. I'm a guy in my 30s, and I'm still paying off my student loans. So that every dollar helps in those scholarships, especially for some of these rural kids, because college is expensive these days. So.
And tonight they talked about Angelo State University. I think one of the ads they ran during the rodeo talks about how people that go to ASU actually are less likely to graduate with a big mountain of debt.
Yeah.
Of course, they can't be Ryan Chadwick and change majors 40 times. So anyway,
hey, I got that degree, and that's all that matters. And now look at me now. Now.
But anyway, good news from the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo. We've really gone over time on this, but let's go into the next thing.
Yeah. So the overall theme tonight, it was just it was a rough night for timed events because they were trying to be aggressive. And but we did have some new leaders in the rough stock, and we had another qualifying bull ride. But yeah, let's just get right into that.
You don't want to show them the footage of the disasters in the timed events.
Well, I mean,
I had some good footage I pulled.
All right, so let's go. Yeah, let's see some of that footage. So,
this is not footage of that. This is
the rough stock. So we could go ahead and talk about that. This is Lefty Holman. He got an 87. He did post the new leading score in the Saddle Bronc, and that kind of just followed that tonight. We had Brody Kress. He put up an 86, and then I think Court Shear beat him right after that with an 86.5. Then, as you just saw, Lefty Holman, he put up an 87 to take that lead spot.
And of course, all this is brought to you by Ranch Hand Grill Guards, available at Vehicle Accessories on US 67 South. I wonder where the logo is at the top right of the screen. I'm looking for it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. The Vehicle Accessories logo right there. All right. Anyway, but leading up to this run by Lefty, we had a couple other ones that were close.
Yes, we did. And James, do we have those other Saddle Bronc runs?
We have to
because
wait.
They were really good.
They were good. They almost. We thought we were going to have to go find those guys, and we're in the midst of that, and all of a sudden Lefty shows up out of nowhere. Right. Well, actually, his brother. Didn't his brother go?
You're thinking of bull riding at that point.
I'm thinking bull riding.
Yeah. Here is that other one. This one's Brody Kress. He set the mark, and we were looking to interview him afterwards, but then Lefty came out of nowhere and just took the top spot, so we ended up interviewing him. But this is another great ride. The horse really cooperated with him, and so it's been kind of – we were kind of waiting on the Saddle Bronc to catch up to what the bareback and the bull riding was giving us in this rodeo, because the top score before this was in the low 80s, and so right. we had three guys that just take the top three spots tonight, and that's going to be really good for that short go. And actually, I interviewed Lefty afterwards.
Right.
And so
right.
if y'all want to go ahead and
let's find the Lefty interview. What'd you ask him?
I basically was like, man, like, what a ride, And so we just talked a bit, and of course, Lefty's a humble guy, and he made sure he was like, all glory goes to God,
right.
Just like the Cowboys do. But without further ado, let's go to that interview. All right, we're here with Lefty Holman, just set a new first place mark in the Saddle Bronc. Lefty, how you feeling, man?
Good, yeah, that was a tough round of bronc riding right there. There was a couple 86s. I was 87. I'm on a horse, California Kiss. I'm a California cowboy, so life's good right now, brother.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it seems like almost fate, right? If you draw a horse like that.
For sure, Pete Carr's one of my good buddies, so he texted me the draw. And right whenever he texted me the draw, I knew it was going to be good. That's a great bucking horse. I knew I just had to come out here and do my job.
So you're a cowboy on this rodeo circuit all the way from California. What's it like traveling all the way to Texas and participating in the San Angelo Rodeo?
Oh, it's great. We love Texas, but, just getting to travel around the world, is great. To be 18 years old and 25 now, but I've been doing this for 6 years. To be young and traveling the country and getting on bucking horses, I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah, and with that 87, do you think you're a shoe-in to at least make the final round for a chance to win all that money?
Yeah, for sure. I'll make the final round. I'll have a shot to win this whole deal with a score like that coming in, so that's my goal.
And you have a bunch of stiff competition. What's it going to take to take home that money and take home that top prize?
Yeah, just go out there and do my job. I don't like to overthink it. Just go one day at a time, run a good bucking horse under me, and do my job.
All right, again, well, this has been Lefty Holman, new leader in the Saddle Bronc. And remember, all this rough stock coverage is brought to you by Vehicle Accessories.
So anyway, a lot of good questions that you asked old Lefty there. How do you, you seem pretty natural with it, so how do you come up with those questions?
I take that back to just experience at this point, because there's several athletes and head coaches and stuff that I interview on a daily and weekly basis. I'm at ASU interviewing their head coaches every week, and pretty much every sport they have.
So the sports that you're doing, like football, basketball, baseball, it translates a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely translates. And rodeo in itself is a sport, so this is right up my alley, and I'm learning more about it. And the more I learn, the better my questions are going to get. So let's hope that continues.
All right. So now we're going to head on into Texas Angels Boutique. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're sponsoring our barrel racing. That's the girls that are racing those across the 3 barrels. They have Texas Bank on them.
Yep. And I will say the Texas Angels Boutique is a great place. Guys, if you're looking for a gift for your girlfriend, that's probably where you're going to find it.
Or you can just give your girlfriend your credit card.
And send her there so you don't have to go do it.
But she's really good at merchandising. I mean, the pictures that we have there's the outside. It's the old Stango's coffee shop.
Yeah.
So it still says coffee on there, and people still come in there and go, "You got any coffee?" And she goes, "No, no more coffee." But she's got a whole lot of rodeo jewelry and rodeo fashions in right now. And her 1-year anniversary at her new location is next Saturday. So I think they're going to be giving out free wine and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Specials and
so go
sales.
Check it out. That's Texas Angels Boutique. Where is it, Joe?
221 South Chadbourn, downtown San Angelo, Texas Angels Boutique.
All right, and that leads us into the next segment that we have planned. The only timed event that really did well tonight was the barrel racing. We had 2 new first and second place marks. We were sitting at about a 14.3 before, and we said before the performance started that if you're not in the 14.5 range, you probably weren't going to place. And we had 2 of them break that tonight. The first one was Donna K. Rule.
And we got the video for Donna K. Rule. She had a really good run.
Yeah, she ran a 14.02, which is the fastest time in the rodeo so far, and she's a cowgirl who's done this rodeo before. In fact, I'm pretty sure that at one point last year she was leading up to those finals. But you could really tell that the cowgirls were pushing their horses hard to get around those barrels. There was a bunch of barrels knocked over tonight, but Miss Donna, as you just saw, she just really cleared the race cleanly. You
said that she had a full career and she retired and became a barrel racer.
Yeah,
I mean
exactly.
that, and this is probably the 5th year that we've had her here at San Angelo. Probably more than that, but the 5th year I remember. I interviewed her 5 years ago.
Right. And when you see her on the roster, you know you're going to get a good quality run.
Right.
Because like we've seen her here so much, and she always competes.
So Donna K. Rule got on the Cowboy Channel, and we didn't want to wait, and we were worried that we were going to get. So we
weren't going to get a barrel racer.
So we bet, and we went out there to the back where all the barrel racers. What happens is the barrel racers do their little run. They run out the back. They go do a couple loops around the little yard there next to
right outside the Coliseum.
Right outside on the east side of the Coliseum, and then they'll bolt all the way to their trailer, and you can't see them anymore.
Put the horse up to get them some food.
So Ryan and I camped out outside, and we said, okay, Donna K. Rule just got that really good score. I hope we can get someone in the second group that beats her score.
We did.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. But we did get the second fastest time of the night, and that was Timber Allen Brand, a cowgirl from Kansas. She posted in the 14.2 range, which was good enough for second place.
And she's coming off injuries.
Yep, she is coming off injuries, but she was there with her horse, and she said she was glad to have a healthy run. And as you can see here, she did, and it was fast. And that's what we're going to see more and more as we progress through this rodeo, Joe, is we're going to see the times keep dropping more and more, especially as we get some of the more high-profile names in here. But, yeah, Timber, and that's a unique name. I've never met a girl
I thought
named
she
Timber
said
before.
Kimber at first, and then you said, no, it's Timber.
It's Timber, yeah. But, yeah, in fact, I interviewed her afterwards, too.
Right.
Like, she is the one that we got. So, yeah, James, let's go ahead and go to that interview with Timber. And remember, barrel racing coverage is brought to you by Texas Angels Boutique.
221 South Chadbourn.
All right, joining us now is Timber Allen Brand. Kansas cowgirl, just ran a 14.2 at the San Angelo Rodeo, good enough to put her in the top 5 for now. Timber, how are we feeling after that run?
Pretty great. We've been trying to come back off of an injury last year, and I'm just super grateful for every run we get, and tonight was super fun.
And he seems like he's still a bit hyped up. What is your horse's name?
This is Berkeley. This is a mare I've had since she was about 4 years old, and she's taken me so many places. I'm so grateful for her, and every year we come here and do our best, and this year I'm grateful for where she is, and she exceeded my expectations for where we are in life. So.
Yep.
And it seems like everyone has been pushing the limit a little bit in these second and third performances today, just after how fast opening night was. Is that something that you think about before the race starts, or is it just I'm going to go out and run my best race?
I think everybody runs their own race. You know, they're all so different and they all have their own style, and we all ride differently, and so it's fun to just, you know, let them shine how they want to be. But we're definitely going all out tonight.
All right, well, congratulations on the run. That 14.2 is actually going to be good enough to probably send you somewhere down the line. Hopefully we will see you on the final day, you know. But again, this has been Timber Allenbrand, cowgirl from Kansas, and this barrel racing coverage has been brought to you by Texas Angels Boutique.
And of course, that was a good interview, but no rodeo is complete without talking about mutton busting.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by Sonora Bank.
It's the most exciting event at the rodeo, some would say, when we strap our children to sheep and see how far they can go.
But I want you guys to look at something. When you watch, we interviewed the number one mutton buster tonight. She's like 7 years old. Her last name was Dunn.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I know, I was cutting all the film earlier before, but anyway, notice the technique that Ryan Chadwick used, the sports guy uses to pull it out. You're pulling it out.
Hey, I always say it's always a challenge interviewing these kids, but sometimes they're the most fun interviews because they're innocent, they're fun, and they really care about what they say, and sometimes those answers are just definitive. Like that's exactly how they're feeling in that moment. So.
All right, so let's see if we can find that mutton busting interview, and let's cut right to it because it's kind of funny. I mean, really.
All right, joining me is the newest Sonora Bank Mutton Buster champion. What is your name?
Braylon Dunn.
Braylon Dunn, and where are you from?
San Angelo.
From San Angelo, you're a hometown girl, and how old are you?
7, about to turn 8 next week.
Next week? Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so what is your favorite part about mutton busting?
Holding on tight.
And did you hold on tight tonight?
Yes.
How far did you make it?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. And do you remember what your score was?
I think it was 93.
Wow, 93. That's a high score. We don't usually see that high of a score here at the San Angelo Rodeo. What is your favorite part about the rodeo? Do you like the carnival? Do you like the mutton busting? Do you like the cowboys and cowgirls? What do you think?
The Mutton Buster.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Okay, go ahead and show the camera your buckle, and congratulations on your win. And again, this mutton button coverage has been brought to you by Sonora Bank. Perfect, Braylon.
So congratulations to Braylon Dunn of San Angelo, Texas, the Sonora Bank mutton busting champion. She got a 93.
Yep, 93 is a really high score. Just like bull riding, you rarely see the scores in the
and
90s.
You notice in the footage, she runs right into the big old gaggle of sheep at the end of the. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, if you ever make it to the sheep, you know you're probably going to win.
Yeah, you know? Probably so.
But hey, and it's also her birthday next week, so San Angelo Live wishes her a very happy birthday a week early. And I should have done that during the interview, but I was too focused on just trying to get her to talk to me.
All right, so it was Doran Reynolds,
yes,
the president of the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo.
You can go ahead and make the full apology.
I am going to apologize. I am sorry. I have, I don't know, Alzheimer's or something, but it is midnight. So my
He's
brain is
sundowning on us.
Yes, my brain froze. But anyway, next we're going into, I guess, bull riding.
Yep, we're gonna cap off the night just like we always do with bull riding. It was.
But before you get there, bull riding is sponsored by TriStar Fleet. And that needs to be like a little there it is. All right, it showed up on the screen. All right, TriStar Fleet. They have 3 locations, but the 2 main locations is they're on Knickerbocker, almost at South Bryant, and 3705. I'm sorry, it's on Knickerbocker, right across from NASCO, and then there's another one on the north side of town, way north of 29th Street, 3705 North Bryant. They are the Mahindra dealer, the exclusive Mahindra dealer for this region. And they also have this cool UTV made by Mahindra called a Rockstar.
And that UTV, is that the one with a different kind of engine?
Well,
kind of like a tractor engine?
I don't know. It's a turbo diesel.
Oh, it's a turbo diesel. Okay.
So you can run it on, jet fuel.
Just pour some jet fuel in there.
And it's got 4 on the floor. Yeah. I mean, Chadwick, I don't know if you ought to get one because you have to standard.
I mean, I am a millennial. We don't know
millennials don't know how to
those.
drive standards. Yeah. But anyway, TriStar Fleet, you guys go see them for your Mahindra tractors and UTVs, ATVs. They also have golf carts.
Okay.
But anyway, going right into, James is already trying to pushing his head.
Well, we had one qualifying ride tonight, and y'all just saw it. He barely made that 8-second mark, but he did make it. And besides that, everyone else was kind of just getting thrown around. But with that being said, congrats to Riley Shippey. He posted that qualifying ride, and it was good enough to put him in the top 5.
And the thing about it is, we were talking about bull riding in the pre-show. We have a 90-point ride that happened on Performance 1, and then we have 3 people tied with an 86.5.
Yep.
So poor
Three-way tie
Riley,
for second place.
poor Riley does 86, and he's in 5th place.
Yeah. And that's crazy to think about too, especially bull riding standards go. Like you post an 86, you think you're going to be near the top, but you're sitting in 5th place, And so I interviewed him, and me and him both agree that it's probably going to be enough to send him to the short round there in the rodeo finals.
And when you say the short round, just so people can understand, short round's like the finals. They call it the short round. That's like the slang, but it's the winner. The top 10 pretty much from every event goes into what they call the short go.
Yeah, the short go. Yeah. And it basically is the finals. It's just like a track meet. Like these are all prelims right now, and they're going to take the top guys, and they're all going to have zeros again, and they all compete against each other on the final night to crown a champion. But yes.
And there's a lot of money involved in getting into the finals.
Yeah, and so the cool thing about Riley tonight is his older brother was actually competing against him, and he went 2 bulls after him, and he almost made it. I think he made it about 7 seconds. He got bucked off.
The funny thing was we're all standing there trying to interview, the bull riding winner for the night, right? So he actually makes the run. So I'm over there, I'm about to grab him, and then he looks over, and goes, "Wait till my brother finishes."
Isn't that great? I have a little brother myself, so I would feel the same way as him. Like I support him and everything he does, but that's got to bother the older brother because whenever my
brothers, they compete like every weekend.
But still, whenever my little brother beats me in anything, even if it's like a video game, I'm like, come back.
You mean Mario Kart?
We need one more, But yeah, like I said, I did interview him. So James, let's go ahead and get straight into that interview. And remember, all this bull riding coverage is brought to you by TriStar Fleet.
I'm here now with Riley Shippey, South Dakota Cowboy, the only qualifying ride on Performance 3. Riley, how you feeling just knowing that you're the only guy who made it tonight?
Oh, well, it's great. You always know you're going to get paid pretty good when you're the only guy to stay on, so I'm pretty psyched about that. Be able to get home.
Now, that 86 is going to put you up there in the top 5 range. What do you think your chances are of making that short round in the finals come a couple weeks?
Oh, I think I got a pretty good shot at it. A lot of great bulls out, but as you've seen, they're pretty tough to get by, so I'd be surprised if they would ride a few more over 86 or 87.
Now, you have a brother who went almost immediately after you. Is it older brother or younger brother?
Older brother.
So, as the younger brother, does it always feel good when you get one over on the older brother?
Oh yeah, it's always great, but I'd love to see him win too. Nothing would have made me happier if he would have beat me right after. But all the glory to God. I can't thank my older brother enough for what he's done in my career, and it's great to have him around.
All right, well, again, this has been Riley Shippey, South Dakota Cowboy, and all this bull riding coverage has been brought to you by TriStar Fleet.
All right, so there was Chadwick with another interview. They don't want me to do interviews.
Well, I hope y'all enjoy the ones that I do, but I am also a work in progress when it comes. This is only my second rodeo I'm ever covering.
Heck, this show is a work in progress.
Yes, it is. So, comments, concerns, notes, we'll
compliments,
take them.
We like
we'll definitely take the compliments.
We
could use some of those, but
anyway, closing thoughts.
My closing thoughts are like we called it in the pre-show. We talked about how all the timed events that they were going to get more daring, they're going to take more risks, and there were several occasions, even in the tie down, where they break out of the chute and they break the barrier, so they get a penalty, so their run doesn't count,
right.
Or they throw the lasso early and they miss, but like that's what you have to do.
Or if you're a barrel racer, you hit the barrel,
and knock the barrel over. Yeah. Or in breakaway, it's the same thing. Like you throw the lasso early, you're trying to make up some time, and throws your aim off, and all of a sudden now that calf is running away from you. Right. So I expect that to continue. We're going to get some bigger and bigger profile names as we head into the future performances. But for those who are in the top right now, good job. Your times are probably going to hold. They're really fast this year. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see how it all shakes out.
Well, San Angelo is unique in the rodeo stretches over so many days, 12 days or whatever, and there's so many performances. And I happened to run into none other than the great Pete Carr from the Pete Carr Rodeo stock contractor. And I was talking to Pete, and I just kind of asked him just offhand. I said, how many stock contractors are contributing, like bulls and bucking horses and things like that, to this performance? He said he's working with 9 stock contractors, because if one stock contractor did it, they don't have enough, of the top tier livestock to run a long rodeo with so many performances like San Angelo.
So would they run out? Like what?
Well, if it was just him doing, he wouldn't run out, but the quality
would drop.
The quality would drop. So he's got 9 other stock contractors, and of course they're happy to do it. They get paid for it, and also if that particular bull, for example, gets a high score, the price of the bull goes up.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Let's just put it that way.
The value of the bull
value
goes
of the
up.
bull,
and
yeah.
whatever the bull's offspring might create goes up too. So it was an interesting conversation about how he had to coordinate other people's, bringing other stock contractors' animals into San Angelo. But that's why we continue to have a high quality rodeo here in San Angelo, Texas. Anyway, that's my closing thought. You got anything else?
No, that's it for me. We wrapped up Performance 3.
Performance 3. We got Performance 4 tomorrow. We have another great pre-show interview. He told me, Cole Harris told me who it was, and I can't remember, but it's going to be good. And then we'll wrap up the weekend, of course, Sunday night. So we'll get that with these live shows. Like I said, if you have any kind of comments, gripes, complaints, or compliments, put them in the comments, or webmaster at San Angelo Live. Or I can give Ryan's cell phone number. He's trying to get married.
Hey, as long as you are nice to me, that's fine.
Anyway, till tomorrow, I'm Joe Hyde with San Angelo Live.
And I'm Ryan Chadwick. And remember, you can check out all this rodeo coverage after the fact only on sanangelolive.com.
We'll see you tomorrow.